Hello and welcome to the Technical Staff and Theatre Workers podcast. It's the podcast in which I talk to people who work backstage in the technical theatre industry about how they got in, their experiences and any advice they can give to anyone getting in. This is episode 9 of season 4, the second to last episode, and I've really enjoyed this season. It's been so great talking to a lot of the people that I've talked to this season. Really good fun. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you've really enjoyed it too. We've had some fantastic download numbers. It's been really great. So looking forward to the end of this season and indeed the start of the next season. So without further ado, let's get on to our next guest. I'm here with my guest at this time. If you'd like to introduce yourself and tell me what your current job title is.
My name's Clio, and I'm a freelance sound technician and engineer, and I'm currently a sound assistant on Sunday Brunch and sound dep at Wicked, and I do the sound at private school. Excellent,
lovely. How did you get into theatre?
Do you want the long?
Yeah, the longer the better.
So I originally wanted to act,
as we all did.
Yes, and I did drama. I did Lambda exams, and I did dance, like 3-4 times a week, and I did singing lessons, all that stuff. And then I got a job as an usher at the local theatre. And then while I was there, it kind of made me think, actually, I think I want to learn about backstage.
Oh, okay.
So I started doing amateur operatic stuff as an ASM, DSM. And then I got a job as a dresser.
Right.
And then wardrobe assistant at the local theatre, the Marlow. And then from there, I did a couple of backstage courses at the Royal Opera House.
Right.
And then I did a summer course, 2 weeks stage management course at Lambda.
Okay.
And then I went to Lambda.
Oh, excellent. And so that brings me to my next question. Did you train?
I did.
You did? Just a little bit.
So I did the two-year stage management and technical theatre course at Lambda.
Right.
And I went there wanting to do stage management, and I left wanting to do sound.
Ah, so what changed your mind?
I think I didn't take to the propping.
Right, okay.
That didn't suit me. I enjoyed DSMing and doing all that, but the propping, just like I had to write down, ringing up people, trying to get free props.
Oh, right, yeah, fine. Yeah.
I had to write down what I was going to say.
Sourcing props.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that just put me off.
Fair enough, I can understand that. Absolutely. So what was your first paid job in theatre?
In the West End.
Just in general, what was your very first paid job?
Oh, well, it would have been an usher.
As the usher?
Yeah.
What was your first technical theatre paid job?
It would have... Well, I don't know, I suppose depping.
Right.
My first West End dep job was on Jailhouse Rock.
Jailhouse? God, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
So in my second year at Lambda, we had 2 6-week work placements.
Oh, right, okay.
And I did one in the West End and one at the National and Royal Court. And I got jobs from both of them.
Oh, well, that's can't complain about that one. Excellent. So give us a list of other jobs that you've had. I know it's numerous.
Okay, so I do a lot at the National, so I've been there on and off over the years.
Yeah.
My first number 4 job was on Billy Elliot. And then after that, I went back to the National, and I was kind of freelance for 4 years, so I just depped everywhere.
Yeah.
That's where I met you.
Yeah, on Hairspray.
Yes. And I worked at the E&O, the Royal Albert Hall.
Just the small venues then?
Sadler's Wells. Just the small venues. Musicals.
Yeah.
And then my first mixing job was Jersey Boys.
Ah, yes.
And from there...
And then you've done Matilda and...
Ghost, Matilda.
Ghost.
And then I went on tour with Warhorse.
Oh, lovely. Excellent. So, being a woman in the industry, have you ever come up against any issues, any people holding you back, naming no names?
Yeah, I suppose so. I think because I'm quite shy as well,
right, yeah.
Sometimes people use that to their what's the word?
Well, they use it to their advantage,
Yes.
your disadvantage.
Yes, and because of the way I am, I end up like people assume I don't know things, and I'll just let them assume.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
So I'm not very. Yeah, I'm probably better at that now, but
Yes.
you know, I probably. Yeah, you get made to feel like.
Also, I think because you're a very nice person, Clio, and then,
Oh, thank you.
but because of that, you I think people like to almost take advantage of the fact that you are nice,
Yeah.
and you know it is very rare that you're going to say no to,
Yeah.
you know, people.
I just want a happy environment,
yes, absolutely.
and I just want to get on with it and just.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad about that. What was my next question? So, what would you say are the pros and cons in the industry, other than obviously the work, the hours?
Yeah, the hours. I mean, I know everyone says that.
Everyone says the hours.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you know, you miss lots of family stuff a
Yeah.
lot because of the hours and everything. Pros. People, I think, and just, you know, it is fun. We do have fun.
Yeah, you do meet a lot of different types of
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
and a lot of the time you have to mesh
Yes.
as well, don't you? You have to. I find you have to work with and be around people that you sometimes you wouldn't normally be around.
No.
And,
No. Yeah.
So, but then we're a different animal anyway
Yes.
in this industry, aren't
Yes.
we? As
definitely.
we know. Before I go on, how did you make the transition into TV, and how did you find that transition?
So, I mean, I've only got the one TV job.
Yeah, just the one.
And well, so Sweep.
Yeah,
who
we know
had on
Sweep.
here,
Yeah.
her sister works in television,
Yes.
and so I asked if I could do some shadowing.
Right.
So she got me on to Jeremy Vine.
Oh, right.
To do some shadowing. So I shadowed in the gallery, the
Right.
sound,
Yeah.
and then on the floor as well. And then through that, I found out that the sound supervisor on that did Sunday brunch.
Right.
So I was like, oh, would it be okay if I came and shadowed on that as well? And luckily for me, the timing was good because they were moving so they used to film above a shopping centre.
Right.
And they moved to BBC Studio Works, which is where This Morning and everyone else is now.
Yeah.
And he said, and they lost a load of sound assistants. So I got a message from him saying, would you be interested in being a sound assistant on it and coming along and having a look at the studio and what equipment they use and everything. And obviously I was like, yeah.
Of course, obviously.
Yes, please. So I went to the studio and, they use a lot of the same stuff we do. The lingo's, I mean, when I first shadowed on the show, obviously the TV lingo is different to theatre.
Yeah.
Like comms, they call talkback.
Right.
A mic like this, they call a stick mic.
Oh, right. Okay.
So yeah, you just have to learn.
You have to learn the lingo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. So, but is other than the language difference, is it a massive difference between TV because it's live TV?
Yeah,
right?
it's live,
so it's not like pre-recorded television. So
No.
because it's live, is there a massive difference between that and live theatre?
Well, I mean, we rehearsed before, so that's the same.
I suppose the only thing is if you make a mistake in live TV,
Yeah.
it's in front of a lot more people
Yes.
than if you make a mistake in
Yes.
live theatre.
Yes.
You know, so
Yeah.
but
And obviously the mics are on their clothes,
yeah.
not in their hair and
So
everything.
you've got to.
So necklaces and jumpsuits are nightmares.
I can imagine. Yeah.
I had someone from Strictly come on, and she had a jumpsuit, and she got ready at the last minute, and I had to
Oh dear.
I had to try and fit her mic while walking up the stairs, just get it on her really quickly.
Yeah.
And then I had to fiddle with it in the break because it wasn't on properly.
Oh dear.
The pack.
Right. Oh, I see. Yeah.
So it's interesting.
But I mean, these are things that you have to to do that kind of thing in theatre, don't
yes,
you? I mean,
exactly. Yeah,
you know, if something's not working properly, you've got a short amount of time to make it work.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Yeah.
Excellent. What would you say is a common misconception of anybody who's trying to get in the industry? So, if somebody's trying to get into the industry, what do you think they believe it is that it actually isn't?
Glamorous. I know other people said that.
Yeah, some people said that.
I think TV's more glamorous, actually.
Is it?
Than theatre, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I suppose. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't really know TV, so.
Yeah, but obviously I've only done daytime, so I don't know. There's a wide range, like with theatre.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What else? I don't know.
That's all right. That's fine. What advice would you give anybody who's trying to get into the industry?
I think the best advice I was ever given was to don't rush.
Nice.
I know it sounds a bit funny.
No, not at all.
But when I came out, I was like, well, I'm just going to get as much experience as I can and just see how.
Yeah.
See how it, just follow the jobs.
Yes. Don't try and get to the top.
Yes.
Before you're ready to get to the top.
I think it's good to start at the bottom and work your way up.
Yeah. I think you get a lot more respect that way, and you get a lot
and understanding of all the jobs.
Yes, and I think also the amount of jobs that you'll get offered if you've worked at the bottom and worked your way up is a lot broader than if you just go straight in at the top.
Yeah.
And then struggle, and then because it's such a small industry.
Yeah, very small.
Yes.
As we both know.
As we both know. Absolutely. Everyone knows everyone.
Yes, they do.
And that's all I've got for you. So thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Hey, big thank you to Clio for that one. Really, really enjoyed talking to Clio. She's a very jolly person, very friendly, so very nice to talk to her. Interesting to hear about her getting into television as well as backstage in theatre, which is obviously a whole new region of the industry that'd be interesting to talk to people about. Thank you again for the continued downloads. They've been fantastic this season. I hope you really enjoyed this season as much as I have. And so, with 1 week left of this season, I shall see you all next week.